This episode of Marijuana Today Daily is brought to you by the good folks over at ease.com, California's top one-stop website for legal marijuana delivery. Ease customers really value just how easy Ease makes it to get legal California marijuana products delivered to them that are properly tested, packaged, and labeled. You always get what you pay for when you shop through ease.com, which is pretty important when it comes to cannabis. Ease only partners up with the top dispensaries in their active areas, so you know you're in for a great customer experience. Whether you need flower, concentrates, pre-rolls, vape pens, edibles, topicals, tinctures, or consumption devices, Ease has you covered. Swing over to ease.com to learn for yourself just how easy legal California marijuana delivery can be. That's ease.com, spelled E-A-Z-E. Big thanks to everyone over at Ease for the support that makes today's show possible. Good morning, Marijuana Nation. It's Tuesday, August 14th, 2018, and you're tuned in to episode 549 of Marijuana Today Daily. I'm your host, Shay Gunther, and I'll be walking you through today's marijuana news and headlines. As always, we have a full and busy day of cannabis news in our hands, so let's jump right into it. Our top story today is the news that the cannabis activist group, the Marijuana Policy Project, has announced the hiring of a new leader by tapping Mr. Steve Hawkins as its new executive director. Mr. Hawkins, who previously worked as the executive director of the National Coalition to Abolish the Death Penalty, as well as an executive vice president with the NAACP, will take over the helm of MPP after its founder, Rob Campea, resigned in a cloud of disgrace and sexual harassment scandal last year. We have a few disclosures we should probably share on this one real quick. Our friend and Marijuana Today infrequent regular Troy Dayton is chair of the MPP board, and our very own Chris Lotlicker, host of Marijuana Today, was heavily involved with MPP's hiring process. Swing over to Tom Angel's story on the new hiring at Marijuana Moment for more details. As always, we have all the news we cover linked to on our website at mjtodaydaily.com and on our Twitter account at mjtodaydaily. California-based dispensary company Harborside just announced plans to head north to Canada for a reverse merger with a Canadian company that will give it access to raising money on the Canadian Securities Exchange. Harborside will merge with Toronto-based company Lineage Grow in a deal worth just over $150 million Canadian. The new company will retain and operate under the Harborside brand and says it will soon raise an additional $20 million Canadian through a securities offering. Big news. We should probably throw another quick disclosure here. The aforementioned Troy Dayton is CEO of the ArcView Group, a company that has lots of business and personal connections to Harborside. Our final top story today swings us out to Michigan, where a group of state lawmakers have asked Governor Rick Schneider to scuttle a September 15th deadline by which state medical marijuana businesses must either be licensed or shut down. We've talked about this storyline a bunch in recent weeks and months as delays in handling applications have left the vast majority of cannabis business license applications unprocessed. So far, just 16 out of 637 applicants have successfully received their state license. The September 15th deadline was originally set for June, but was bumped back when it became clear that no licenses would be ready by then. In a letter addressed to Governor Schneider and the director of the Michigan Department of Licensing and Regulatory Affairs, 9 Democrats and 1 Republican press for the need for a delay, pointing out that if the September 15th deadline were honored, countless patients would lose access to their medicine. Open up Michigan Live for the full read on this one and for a link to the letter itself. Those are our top stories for today. It's time for Marijuana Today Daily Headlines Blitz. Before we blitz out on headlines, let's quickly thank our sponsor, ease.com, California's top one-stop website for legal marijuana delivery. Ease is, of course, where you can turn for quick and easy California marijuana products that are properly tested, packaged, and labeled. Assuming you live where Ease is active and that it's during legal delivery hours, you're just minutes away from getting an order in and less than an hour from taking delivery. But don't forget that ease.com/home is also a great place to find all kinds of valuable bits of industry insight and analysis that the Ease team has developed using surveys and their properly aggregated and anonymized sales data stream. Their latest report teases out all kinds of wisdom and information around the high costs of illicit cannabis and needs to be on your to-read list. Just pop over to ease.com/home to find that report, as well as all the others Ease has put together for your for benefit. Information is power. Get stocked up with ease. One more time, that's ease.com/home with ease spelled EAZE. All right, time for the Blitz. Yesterday, the League of California Cities, an association that works to advance the interests of, you guessed it, California cities, sent a letter to California state cannabis regulators complaining about new proposed changes to state marijuana laws that will block local authorities from banning marijuana delivery companies. Canadian company Golden Leaf Holdings, which owns a number of U.S.-based marijuana businesses, just announced that it was purchasing the Tahoe Hydroponics Company, which is based in Nevada, in a deal worth just over $50 million Canadian. Tahoe Hydroponics has a stated annual cultivation capacity of around 4,000 pounds out of its Nevada complex and has a 28,000 square foot facility under development in California. Last week, Dr. Sanjay Gupta officially joined the legal marijuana industry with the announcement of a new line of CBD-based products that will carry his name. The CBD product line will be called Dr. Gupta's and will be developed by the company Tree of Knowledge. A new report out of the United Kingdom estimates that a fully legal adult use marijuana market could generate more than $1 billion in taxes and other benefits to the British government. The report was released by the Institute of Economic Affairs and pegs the number of cannabis consumers in the UK at around 3 million, each of whom use an average of 1.6 grams per week. Tom Angel over Marijuana Moment grabbed a second story today with his pickup of news out of the United Nations of the process of reviewing cannabis's classification under international drug law. This is the first time the UN is undertaking a review of marijuana's classification, with a UN committee looking at evidence for both CBD and THC. This is an excellent one to open up in full for the rest of Tom's story. And finally for today, Marijuana Business Daily's chart of the week looks at the level of corporate consolidation within Colorado's marijuana retail market, comparing the current levels of consolidation within cannabis to other sectors like aircraft manufacturing and the soft drinks trade. In short, there's still a lot of space between highly consolidated markets like tobacco and legal cannabis. Open this one up for the chart and all the accompanying detail. Those are the headlines and news for the day. I'll be back with you again tomorrow morning with another information-packed episode of Marijuana Today Daily. But in the meantime, if you have any stories to share or feedback to give, zip us an email to headlines@mjtodaydaily.com. And while you're clicking around the interwebs, swing over to our Twitter account at mjtodaydaily and visit our website at mjtodaydaily.com to find links to all the news we cover. What's worse than finding a worm in the apple you're eating? Finding half a worm. Thanks to our sponsor, Ease, and to all of our awesome patron listeners for the support that makes this show possible. To join the lesser ranks of the patron listeners yourself, swing over to our website at mjtodaydaily.com and click on that big blue button at the top of the page that says Become a Patron. I'm your host, Shay Gunther. Thanks for tuning in and starting your day with marijuana today.
One take, Shay. One take.